Hey guys, and welcome back to the wonderful world of The Sims 4, where we are back in the 100 Acre Wood for the last time. This is the final part of, sorry, I'm laughing at myself for the way I said that. That sounded really stupid. Anyway, though, I'm a little sad, it's kind of late at night right now, and I'm trying to get ahead because, I was behind on my videos, and I skipped a few days, several days probably, I don't even remember. Parkitect goes up I think tomorrow, and like my schedule's all off, and I don't even remember recording the last part of Parkitect. I was so tired. But it's there. I edited it. Yeah. Anyway, though, this is the last part of the 100 Acre Wood, and I am extremely sad because this was the 100 Acre Wood was one of the very first builds that I came up with for my channel. It was, one of the builds that I was like, yeah, this is great. This is going to be a good one to do, that people would probably enjoy, hopefully, And I know I don't have a lot of subscribers right now. I don't have a lot of viewers right now. But later on, people will hopefully really enjoy this series because, it took a lot of effort, especially going in and doing all the decorating, the interior decorating like I'm doing now. Right now we're working on Tigger's house. And you can see I do have a sim in there to test a lot of the items because it's just so small. And I don't know if my game was, maybe it was glitching, but, there was a point in time where I could not fit, like, anything into Tigger's house. So, Tigger's house does have a toilet. It does not have a sink inside, though. It has a sink beneath it. And I thought, maybe that'd be a little bit of a quirky something to have in there. It also doesn't have a stove. It has a grill. But all of the rest of the homes have sinks, have stoves, have pretty much everything. Tigger's house, I think, was the smallest. So Tigger has fewer items. And, that didn't really bother me that much. Tigger is a quirky character anyway, so taking a little bit out of his home didn't bother me so much. I really, as you can see, I'm trying like everything to split this home up to make it look a little bit more realistic, but also make sure everything is usable. And you could see there she went somewhere else to go wash her hands because I do have Piglet's house and Winnie the Pooh's house built at this point in time. So she went to go wash her hands at one of those, and I could not get the sink to work. I'm assuming that was enough space for the sink to work, and it just wouldn't. I don't know if it had something to do with that tree being partially inside the house or what, but I could not get it to work. I was happy with it in the end, somewhat. I wish I could have got a sink in there, but, oh well, that's fine. I do have the grill outside and I do have the toilet inside, so, that was enough. There's a place to sleep, there's a chair to sit in, and there's also going to be a TV in there in just a minute, yeah. So there is plenty of home items in the house, and there's also, enough within the other homes so that, if you did use this for like gameplay and actually built the Winnie the Pooh characters, which would be pretty cool, and if you do that, please share them with me. I would really enjoy that. Because I probably won't do that. Kaz videos, I've done them in the past, but I don't know that I'll do them anymore just because they don't get a whole lot of views, and they're also, not that fun to do. Some people would like to do them, but I'm just not that crazy about doing them, so I probably won't do them anymore. I have tried to make these homes in this lot, as lived in looking as possible, and they're not perfect, as far as what the 100 Acre Wood really looks like, but I tried my best, and you can see here I am adding in a tire swing, or at least trying to. Like I said, it's still not perfect, and you can see the water there because this is a fountain that I was using, and I just try to mask the fact that it's touching the ground and that it's got that water inside, but in gameplay you can probably still hear the water running and see it, so it might look stupid, but I tried to get it as close to a tire swing as I could. So yeah, hopefully it'll be okay. Hopefully it'll pass. That's pretty much gonna do it though for Tigger's house. Like I said, I really wish I would have got that sink inside the building. I don't know why it did that, but it did. I also lost the recording for some of the owl's house here, but that's okay because I do have the recording for Rabbit's house and for Kanga's house. So you wouldn't be missing a whole lot, and you can kind of see, already what I did and how I got everything to work. So everything works, or everything should work. Every home has its own mailbox, has its own outdoor trash can, has its own, device to cook food. And I just say that because all of them have stoves except for Tigger's house, and he has a grill. So everything should work. Move objects on. The cheat is on, obviously, so you may need to have it on to be able to use these lots. There's lots of clutter everywhere. There are lots of I don't know that I have a whole lot of creative items in the build, but I do have some, not a whole lot. Most everything is kind of just for looks, but you can always add in creative type items. I do have that whole lot out in front of Owl's house that does not have any plants on it, and that can be planted on. It's supposed to be Rabbit's garden, and I thought about going ahead and planting, putting some plants in with my little sim there that I have that's testing everything, just so that I could have it really realistic looking with the plants there, but I decided not to do that. Simply because, if you want to do your own gardening, it's easier, not to have them there. It's just less of a hassle, I guess. And I was really more concerned about getting everything a little bit cluttered looking, like I said, really lived in. This would be in a child's mind, and I think they would be thinking about all the bright colors and all the really cool things that these characters would have. Man, I don't even know what that sentence was I just said, but what these characters would have laying around. So that is what I was more concerned about. I don't know why I opened up the gallery just then. If it hadn't been so quick, I would edit that out, but I think I might have accidentally opened it. That's probably what happened. I probably didn't mean to open it. Oh well, oops. Anyway, though, I did put in a little picnic table here, and there are some outdoor seating areas kind of just here and there around the whole build. There are lots of trees. I don't think I recorded putting in the trees at the end because I do put in a whole lot more trees. It actually looks like a forest, a wood. So, there's not a lot of trees right here around Rabbit's house, which is where we are now. And I don't think there's some spots here and there that don't have a whole lot of trees, but they do. It does in the end, and it will on the gallery whenever I put this up on the gallery, which will be right after I publish this video. So it'll be up there fairly quickly. It shouldn't take me too long to have it up. If it's not up there, when you go just look again in about 30 seconds, it should be there. Unless I forget. If I do, and you want to download this build, please just comment and let me know, and I'll be like, oh, shoot, my bad, and I will fix it. As you can see, I am skipping a little bit of the detailing on the exterior, and that's just because it's a lot of going over the sides of the building with plants and layering more plants and adding flowers and making it really look like the 100-acre wood. Make it look decorated, make it look really colorful, just because it is Disney and it is supposed to be like, in a child's imagination. So, I did what I could to make it really look as good and as 100-acre wood as possible. I really, I guess, as magical as possible. This video actually is not that long, surprisingly. I don't remember how long the other parts were. But this one's only about 20 minutes, and I thought it would be a lot longer. But I did edit out, some of the boring parts, just here and there. So maybe it was. I don't know. I'm glad, though, that I did separate it into 4 parts, because it would have been so much to take on, all at once. So separating it up into this many parts really was kind of helpful for me. And also, talking for a long period of time kind of just, it tires me out. So I'm really glad that I decided not to do that. I do have another big build starting soon, very soon. I've actually already started building and already started recording some of it. I don't have any commentary recorded for it or anything like that. I'm actually waiting for the brand new stuff pack that was just announced and will be out, actually, in like 3 days. I'm waiting for it to come out because some of those items will be really great for the interior because it's really old Gothic build. I don't really want to give too much away, but I think I've said before that I'm about to start a kind of creepy or kind of scary build. You can't get too scary in The Sims 4. There's just not enough items that look really scary, so a little bit creepy, as creepy as I could get it anyway. That's what this next build's gonna be like. And it's a really good change, or really, yeah, I guess it's a really good change. I mean, it's not necessarily good or bad. It's a really big change from what I'm doing here with the 100-acre wood. And, oh, yeah, I've been meaning to address the fact that it's spelled Aker, and that's actually the spelling from the movie and from the TV show and, like, what Christopher Robin would write on his map. The 100-acre wood, and you can like Google pictures, and I've seen it written both ways, like the correct spelling. I know that's not the correct spelling, but I've seen it written like with the correct spelling and with that incorrect spelling. I thought the incorrect spelling was a little bit more cute, and also a little bit more believable since Christopher Robin, is a young child. It's spelled Aker, like the way you would think Aker would sound, I guess. So that is the spelling that I went with, and I meant to address that in like the first video, and then I forgot, and so I meant to do it in the second video and forgot again. So here I am in the last part, finally addressing what I meant to a long time ago. But oh well, that's okay, no big deal. One of my best friends actually like sent me a picture of my very first when I tweeted out my very first like part 1 for the 100-acre wood, and she was like, "Are you sure that's how it's spelled?" And I was like, "Thanks for having my back." Yeah. Yeah, I'm positive that's how he spelled it. But I appreciated it. She didn't want me to be embarrassing myself, I guess. Which, in her defense, I mean, I don't know how many times I've said it before on this channel, but I'm an idiot. So, I appreciate her having my back. But, yeah, I have been meaning to address the fact that it is supposed to be spelled that way. So, yeah, it's spelled like a little kid would spell it. Here I actually place, since Rabbit's house is the biggest house and actually has 2 stories, I don't know why I didn't put the bathroom upstairs. Hindsight, I should have done that. I should have put the bathroom upstairs. Decided not to do that though. And so we have this big bedroom that doesn't have a door or anything. It's kind of weird. But that's okay. It's kind of quirky, and I kind of like it. I also have that little study area that does not have a computer. I don't think I have any. I mean, I've got TVs, but I feel like having a TV nowadays is very important. And I think that's just because like news and stuff, like for the weather and for things like that. I don't know. I mean, I guess having internet might be important too, because you get the news off of it too, but I don't know. I didn't think having a computer would feel right in the 100-acre wood, so didn't put a computer there. But they do have TVs, so I'm not going to say they don't have any electronics at all. Moving on, though, to Kanga and Rue's house. And you can see, I do show a little bit of the decorating here that I do on the outside, but I do skip a lot of that. And it's just because it's the same old thing that I've been doing in like every episode of the 100-acre wood, which is just placing a whole lot of greenery, making it look, really foresty, bringing out, all the colors and all the different greenery that we have going on in the game. We have a lot of plants to choose from, really. Like, I think I would like to have more like medium-sized trees, not the really big trees and not like the really small trees. I feel like we have enough small trees. I don't know where I'm going with this. Just forget I said anything. But I really like the selection of greenery that we have in this game. It's one of my favorite parts of this game, is just all the plants that we have. I really actually am very proud of the way that I configured Kanga and Rue's house, because they both have their own little separate bedroom spaces, but it's all one room, and they do still have a full kitchen and pretty much a full bathroom. It's a really great house, honestly. And they don't have a TV in their house, but Rue does have his little toy box, and Kanga has her plants outside, and Rue also has his sandy pit out there with the the playground. So it's not like they don't have any type of entertainment. They do. And like I said, I did test everything, because you will see that the bathroom is relatively small, and it's kind of weird the way it's set up. You'll see in just a minute. But I do like the way that I figured it out, kind of. Because I knew, you know, this build was going to be a little tricky, since I had to have 2 beds in there. And I still wanted, you know, the full kitchen effect and all that good stuff. But you can see I do have my sim there in the shower, and that's why there's that little blurred block looking thing behind the mirror there. So, you know, the shower does work, the toilet does work, you can get in and out of the building. You know, it probably would be a fire hazard if it was a real home, but everything works, you know, and it's in Sims 4, so it's perfectly fine. Everything's perfectly safe. Sorry for the little break in the audio there. I realized while I was recording my commentary here that this little section of the video had not been sped up for some reason, so I had to stop and back up a little bit and speed this portion up. I don't know why it was like that. I could have sworn, you know, but this was, I think, also one of the nights, like right after the storms, where I was just so tired. So, you know, I don't really blame myself for missing that. But, you know, that's okay. I really wanted to use those curtains from City Living to block off that little area right there. But they're just really big. They're really tall. So I didn't get to do that. I did, you know, use Move Objects on and use those regular curtains, though. So, you know, those would be really great, you know, if you can just pretend that, you know, the Sims could close them for to use the bathroom. And here are the ending screenshots, which I'm kind of sad about. It kind of breaks my heart that it's over, that I'm done with this. But, you know, maybe in like a year or so, if the channel grows and if I'm still doing this, then maybe I'll revisit it and do a really, you know, way better job. Maybe there'll be new packs out that will be even better for this. I have lots and lots of screenshots, so this will take some time. But I did want to get every angle, you know, as best as I could through each and every one of the builds, and through, you know, like I said, the outdoor areas that I have here and there. This was a really, this took a lot of time and a lot of thought. I meant to fix that little part of the roof on Owl's house. You know, if you get to thinking about it and it really bothers you, please fix that, because I seen that in one of the other parts and I just forgot to fix it. So I am sorry about that. You know, I'm not a 10 out of 10 YouTuber. I apologize. I mean to be. I try to be. You know, everything I do, I give 110%. It's just never enough. It's never enough. But like I said, if you enjoyed this video, please, you know, comment down below if you have any suggestions. Yeah, I'm really open to pretty much anything at this point in time. I've got some stuff written down that I may do, may not do, don't know. But if you enjoyed and you want to see more of this, please like and subscribe down below if you haven't already. And, yeah, anything that you see here will be up on the gallery. Obviously, follow me on my Twitter. It's linked down below, and I'm plugging a bunch of stupid stuff. But I will talk to you guys soon.